On social media platforms recently, you might have seen a lot of hype around the Flipper 1, the newest device by Flipper Devices, and it's nothing like the Flipper Zero, not that I honestly care at this point. The Flipper 1 is supposed to be a pocket cyberdeck. I'm not here in this video to criticize the Flipper 1. Recently, Flipper Devices and in the past have criticized the same content creators as well as the developers who have really spearheaded their projects. If it wasn't for the developers that have put time and effort, I mean, all the custom firmware, without Willy, would there really be a Flipper Zero at all these days? And don't get me wrong, the Flipper has a somewhat of a stigma behind it, but that's how it is. That's the device that they made, and you can't jump headfirst into a community behind a device and expect it to be completely vanilla. You're appealing to cybersecurity professionals, enthusiasts, teachers, you name it. People like the Flipper Zero. More and more people are being introduced to this type of technology and finding it appealing, man. There's something about discovering what a flipper is that really gives somebody a sense of joy. Let's call it that. It's a childish glee behind a device that can do things that you're probably not supposed to be able to do. We live in a small bubble, and when you realize that you're in a bubble and you come out of it, you want to learn more and more. As far as an educational tool, the Flipper Zero has taught so many people. I love the Flipper Zero. I don't love it for its team. I like the device, and I love the community of developers that have poured their souls into giving everybody something really cool. Now, there have been a couple of controversies behind some custom firmware, but even then, it's been not as bad as it could have been. And even with all of that, the Flipper Zero has remained the #1 hacking gadget, I want to say of all time, just because of its versatility and its expandability. There's a wide range of board developers, so many of them of which like to contribute to that ecosystem. Don't get me wrong, some people like to copy other people, and there have been a ton of copycats as well as garbage boards. But the point is, people have contributed to that community. Flipper Devices as a company has shown that they don't care about anybody. These are my opinions based off what I've seen. And I'm not going to sit here and put everything in front of your face. Do a little bit of research yourself. Talking Sasquatch has kind of shown a lot of the screenshots on the backlash that he's gotten personally on his videos, as well as other social media platforms. But recently, something that to me says a lot about the company and their priorities and what they care about. And it happened on Reddit of all places. And don't get me wrong, I hate Reddit with a passion. I just think it's a cesspool of just misinformation for the most part if you're in the wrong areas. But Rabbit Labs was banned from the official Flipper Zero Reddit, thread or whatever, the R Flipper Zero. This is what happens when they disagree with you. So I'm all for disagreement. I'm all for, engaging in conversations. What I'm not for is for people holding the argument and making sure that nobody else can fire back. And if you do contradict what they believe in, then they silence you. Rabbit Labs has been arguably the best board designer, one of the biggest people to spearhead the Flipper Zero, expand on its capabilities and make it even better. The Rabbit's boards, as well as many other developers who have developed on the Flipper, have really put a lot of not just time, man, their entire lives have been built around a community that they've built on top of another community, bringing everybody together for the sake of education and cool stuff being made. Now, let me make something perfectly clear. I understand that it might seem unfair to label all of Flipper based off of Pavel and a lot of the other higher-ups' actions, but that's how it is. When you say something off of the official account of anything, you reflect the entire team. And I understand that there might be a couple of employees of Flipper Zero that disagree with Pavel's actions, but it seems like anybody that disagrees with his vision and actions are completely cut out of the equation. This has happened time and time again, and it's happening to community members who have for years backed Flipper Zero, Flipper devices, and the entire community behind it. That's what really matters to me at the end of the day. It's the community behind it. Yeah, I understand that there are a few bad actors that might make the Flipper Zero look dangerous and might make it get into situations where it probably shouldn't be. The GitHub repo is barely maintained. The application just might be the best thing there when it comes to official firmware and official support. There are many people who have complained and gotten zero support and seek refuge in the community, and people that maintain their communities built upon the Flipper Zero community, Rabbit Labs being one of the biggest names in Flipper Zero. That's why this is such a big deal, in my opinion, and something that is disgraceful and disgusting to ostracize and basically disavow somebody who has worked tirelessly to build upon your device countlessly every single time, while also supporting so many developers and these micro communities within the community, giving them not only cool hardware, support, both financial and moral support, and just being there for everybody, speaking on behalf of a lot of the ideals that people share within the community. You couldn't put Rabbit Labs in a bad, I guess, circle. But you have shown that you don't care about that entire company or anybody that even slightly might seem excited. I understand that there are kids who get excited about their Flipper Zero. This has happened numerous times. So many kids find out about the Flipper Zero and they want one. And I understand that they might not have a good ideal of ethics and they might get themselves in trouble. At the end of the day, that's up to the parents to kind of manage and make sure that those situations don't happen. However you feel, many people, professionals, students, enthusiasts have gotten a Flipper Zero because they liked everything behind it. And then when they get introduced to that community, most of the time, they jump in head first and learn even more than what they were interested in the beginning. That's the beauty behind that device. Introducing a Flipper 1 and then shutting out everything that was built beforehand seems like you're trying to completely unalive your company. I wouldn't be surprised if this is all for the sake of Pavel eventually selling this to some foreign company at some point in time. Because the Flipper 1 really doesn't make sense. If you were to ask me, I don't get it. It's too big. If you wanted an SDR, get an SDR. It's not even... It doesn't make any sense. The Flipper team has said that they've redone their designs 3 separate times. Well, it sounds like you could have gotten help from the community. Many times. People have given feedback. People have offered support. And you guys have denied it every single time. Not once has Pavel taken it upon himself to actually take criticism. And this, on top of all the other actions, is disgraceful. And I personally don't see myself grabbing a Flipper 1 or even contributing to testing. It could be the best device in the world. The company behind it is not in tune with my ethics or my ideals. Showing up selectively where you know the questions might seem comfortable enough for you is just another reason on how you're trying to add to your narrative. And I'm speaking to Pavel directly. You could change. You could. You could show that you care about your community. The Flipper 1 doesn't say that. Your actions don't say that. And silencing one of the biggest developers who has helped spearhead your company into success is not something that you do if you cared. Because Rabbit, time and time again, has not only advocated for your device, but advocated for your community and the other communities within the greater community. If you plan on grabbing a Flipper Zero, I would encourage you not to. And the reason why I say that is because the company doesn't care. Firmware is not supported. Willie, the creator or the guy that maintains Momentum, is arguably the only person that is holding everything on top of his back. Yes, you have different custom firmware, Extreme and Rogue Master, and I don't personally care about those custom firmware, but they exist. I don't watch to see how far they've been maintained because they don't really matter to me. You get everything that you need from Momentum, and it's properly maintained, and it's supported across multiple devices, whether it's a Kisu or a DIY or a Flipper Zero. This whole thing is irritating. If you planned on buying into the hype of the Flipper One, I would implore you to look at better options because there are way better options, like way better options. Calling a Flipper One a cyberdeck is insane to me because the display is black and orange. You added a trackball, ports where there probably shouldn't be, shortcut keys. Like, I get it, you guys really think that this is cool, but there's way better devices by smaller and bigger companies within the community. Way better devices. And I think that all-in-one devices have truly been just played out and beaten down all the way. You've had companies like the Monstertech M1 that have shown that they're even worse than Flipper devices. So I feel like the next time you decide to back a product by a company, I maybe consider checking if that company is run by a bunch of sociopaths or just insane, greedy corporate shills. There are really cool devices in this world, and there are amazing developers working tirelessly to make sure that they give people the same type of encouragement, convenience, and tools that the Flipper Zero gave to other people. Might not be all-in-one tools, but there are developers working tirelessly every single day to outdo what Flipper has done. Not in the sense of a Flipper killer, but there are specialized devices. RFID, NFC, there's a Proxmark 5 coming out. Infrared, grab a little dongle, who cares? Grab a card pewter. There are many devices that have infrared, and infrared is the most exciting part of the Flipper Zero to you. There are phones with infrared transmitters. Sub-gigahertz capabilities, grab a HackRF, grab an H4R by Rabbit Labs. Grab any SDR that might fit your needs. You're a professional, there are professional SDR tools. You are looking for red team tools for either engagement, you have Lab 401 and Hacker Warehouse. There are so many options for even better devices. The Flipper Zero is honestly somewhat of a gateway drug, and it's a cool device. But make up your minds at the end of the day. I thought I'd make this video to voice my distaste for what I've seen, and I'll be boycotting Flipper Zero and the Flipper One. Don't get me wrong, I still showcase boards for the Flipper Zero by amazing developers because I want to support them, and I truly think they're cool. But I've had my Flipper Zero for, I want to say, 2 years now, and I love it. But I don't encourage anybody to grab one. There are boards that are compatible now with Flipper Zero boards. There are devices that are compatible, and there are ways to turn that device or board into a standalone device. If you disagree with me, comment down below, but I thought I'd voice my opinion because This on top of insulting Sass and insulting Zero Day and insulting now Rabbit and shunning him, in a sense, silencing Rabbit, of all people, just speaks volumes. You don't pick and choose who supports your community. But I feel like we can definitely pick and choose who we decide to spearhead. And if they have a project, why would the Flipper 1 be any different from the Flipper 0 in terms of support? Somebody will find a way to turn anything into something it probably shouldn't be. You must have forgot where you are. See you tomorrow.